Ball doubleheader coming up, the Lewiston varsity, and then coming up next is the boys varsity. So Lewiston girls had back-to-back home games. They have lost 2 in a row. They lost 56-44 against Sandpoint and then 51-41 against Post Falls. And so for the next game for Moscow, you're gonna have to go all the way back to last year.
Yep.
See what I did there?
Yep.
And so that was against Downey, and they barely won 52-49. That was a nail-biter. Ended up going 2-1 in the Avista tournament. They were a lot of fun to watch there, and we're excited for this game. Should be a fun one. Up here is going to be the starters for both teams. Probably Moscow's going to go first.
National.
Good evening, National fans, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Bears of Moscow High School and your very own Lewiston Bengals. That was please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
And so we are back here, and we forgot to do introductions. I'm Master Fife.
I'm Braeden Chenault.
And once again, you are here in Lewiston. Lewiston Bengals against the Moscow Bears. Great job by that Lewiston band performing the national anthem.
And starting with the Moscow lineup, we have number 2, Feucht Not. We have number 5, Corey Kibble. We have number 11, Maya Anderson.
Senior number 12, Jesse Skinner.
We have senior number 12, Jesse Skinner.
Senior number 20, Lola Jones.
And we have senior number 20, Lola Jones. And that's going to be starting with your Moscow lineup.
Now, the starting lineup, your Lewiston Bengals. Junior number 1, Bay Delich.
So we got number 1, Bay Delich.
Junior number 3, Brianna Albright.
Number 3, Brianna Albright.
Junior number 12, Addison McArcher.
Number 12, Addison McArcher.
Junior number 5, Sky Van Treese.
Number 5, Sky Van Treese.
And junior number 21, Reese DeGroot.
And finally, number 21, Reese DeGroot. All right, so those are your starters for both sides. Lewiston and Moscow, both teams getting fired up, ready for tip-off. And we're also gonna have some bonus coverage for some college football. The national title is tonight. Washington is currently down 3-14 against the Michigan Wolverines. We'll keep a close eye on that throughout tonight's doubleheader. Set to be a good game.
It's going to be a really good game.
Both of these games.
Oh, yeah.
So tip-off, we've got number 12, Addison McArcher, against, can't see her first number, I think 12. Yeah, Jessa Skinner. And McArcher's going to win the tip-off. A little struggle for the ball, but Van Treese is going to take possession of it over to DeGroot. DeGroot looking for Van Treese. Open in the wing. Delich in the left wing. Albright inside to McArcher. Double team. Good swarming defense by Moscow, and they're able to get that steal. Moscow losing control of their own possession. Stay in control of it. Drive right baseline. That layup is up, no good. Good interior defense by DeGroot there. Van Treese able to get the board. Delich skips it over to Albright. Over to Delich at the top of the key. DeGroot, left wing three is good. Risa grew from downtown. And their last game was Saturday, just 2 days ago. And Moscow hasn't played for over a week. So that might be a factor there. Maybe Moscow getting some rust off of them. Inside, mid-range shot is short. Rebounded by Albright. Albright looking to pick up some momentum, skips it over to Delich. Delich inside to Van Treese. Van Treese takes a power dribble. Her right-handed layup is no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Skinner. Whistle blown. Foul is going to be on number 5, Sky Van Treese.
You might also notice when these girls are taking their shots now, it sounds a little bit more, you can hear the rim a little bit more. We have luckily now put mics in the rim, so you can hear those rim shots a lot more clear while the game is happening.
And a layup, a hard foul by Albright there. Good hard foul, and that's going to send number 11, Maya Anderson, to the line to shoot 2. That's the Bengals' second team foul early in this first quarter. Anderson's first time at the line, and her first shot goes in. Anderson's second shot is good as well. Full court press here from the Moscow Bears. Albright able to advance the ball to the front court. DeGroot over to Van Treese. Van Treese back to DeGroot. Good perimeter defense by Moscow. Inside to McArcher. McArcher kind of struggling with it there. Gets it back to DeGroot. DeGroot is going to drive left, and that's missed. Rebounded by the Bears. Lewiston doing a good job on defense, getting back, not allowing any fast break opportunities. Anderson for 3, and that's short. Tipped around. Van Treese ends up with possession, falls on the ground, gets it over to Albright, and Albright's going to skip it over to DeGroot. Albright for 3 is long. Rebounded by number 20, Johns. So good couple defensive possessions there for both teams, not allowing many points so far early in this first quarter. Anderson's going to take another 3. That's going to be long. Long rebound by DeGroot, and DeGroot is going to hand it over to Albright. Albright is going to take it herself. Left-handed layup is up and good. Contact, I think, could have went either defensive or offensive, but they're just going to let him play. Anderson over to the right wing. Inside, mid-range shot is short. Albright looked like she was going to come into it, but number 12, Skinner, is going to get that offensive rebound, lay it up in for 2. Great offensive rebound by Skinner there. DeGroot's going to take another 3. Left wing is short. And no crash to the rebound for the Bengals. And that's going to leave Moscow for an easy rebound, and Knott's going to take it. Skips it over to Anderson inside. Whistle blown, and it's going to be a turnover for the Bears. It'll be Bengal ball.
You know, last time these girls played was November 29th, and it was 51-48 with a Lewiston lead. So it'll be interesting to see what the score is of this game.
Very close game. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be set for another close one. That was great pass by DeGroot to McArcher. Good back and forth ball movement there, able to get a wide open 2. Moscow looking to answer for some points of their own. Looked inside, but it's going to get it to Anderson at the top of the key. A couple crossovers. She's going to drive in. Looked back inside to Anderson. Ball's on the ground. Whistle blown. And looks like another turnover for that Moscow Bear team. Checking in is number 14, Avery Lathan. And she was gone last on Saturday, and she played in a soccer game. So she's a multi-sport athlete, a freshman, getting into the game for the Bengal varsity team. Delich able to break the press over to DeGroot in the corner for 3. That is no good. DeGroot with quite a bit of three-point opportunities, able to connect on one. Looks like she's going to keep on shooting, and so is Anderson, and she hasn't made one yet. Gets her own offensive board, and another offensive board for the Bears, unable to connect. McArcher with the offensive board and gets it to DeGroot. DeGroot's going to set up the offense over to Lathan. Lathan wide open at 3. Going to give it over to Delich. Delich drives left over to Albright. Inside to McArcher. McArcher with a post move, and that is good. Good strong move by McArcher there in the paint. And so the Moscow head coach, Josh Colvin, is going to call timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, and we're going to go ahead and take it with them. 9-4 early in this first half. Lewiston in control. And we are back here in Lewiston. Quick score update. Michigan advances with another 3 points. So 17-3 Michigan. Looks like they have that early lead. Still 11 minutes and 9 seconds left in that first half. Like we said, we'll definitely keep you informed of that game. But we have some good action of our own here in Lewiston. 9-4. Very close game here in the first.
You know, these teams are... Moscow's rated 6th. Lewiston is rated 5th in the 5A, 4A in Empire. So very close teams. Played a game recently in the last couple months, 51-48 with the Lewiston lead. So these are going to be some very competitive teams.
So this time it's going to be in Lewiston, and Anderson's going to drive in. Her floater is good. So some points in the paint for Anderson. And Moscow's going to keep on that pressure. Lathan's going to take it, able to break the press. She's going to slow it down. Over to DeGroot. Albright inside to McArcher. Back out to DeGroot. Skips it over to Delich. Albright in the corner. Gets it all the way over to DeGroot. DeGroot with the corner 3 is off. McArcher looked like she's got it, but it falls in Albright's hands. And DeGroot with good hustle there, trying to save it, but it falls in the hands of Moscow. Looks like that's not. And she's going to take it herself. Corner 3 by Anderson. No good. Between DeGroot and Anderson, they're taking the majority of both teams' shots. Unsuccessful for both. And Delich drove in, and she's going to be fouled. That Moscow bench not liking that call. But foul's going to be on number 11 of Moscow, Maya Anderson. That is just Moscow's first team foul.
Moscow's bench is very known for being active. I've seen that with every game I've watched with these girls. They're very active on their thoughts about these calls.
And so checking in for Moscow is going to be number 20, Lola Johns.
And fairly so, all these girls, just like Lewiston, these girls from the senior side with Moscow and the junior side with Lewiston, teams that girls who have always been playing with each other since, elementary school. They have a solid connection.
So Lewiston able to get that offensive rebound after those free throws. Able to get an offensive possession. And Lathan's going to drive in. Nothing there. Looks in for McFetridge, but it is swiped away by that Moscow interior defense. And Knott's going to take it. She's going to drive right. Latham guarding in the perimeter. Inside. Hook shot is no good. And DeGroot's going to grab that easy board. Gets it over to Albright. Albright's going to sling it over to McFetridge, but that's going to be intercepted by Teagues. So good hands by Teagues there, and Knott is in control for the Bears. And number 4, Addison Lassen, walks with it. As number 5, Sky Van Treese checks in for Bay Delich. Moscow not backing off that pressure. Down 3 here in Lewiston. Albright. Bounce pass to Van Treese, right back to Albright. Lathan at the top. She's gonna drive in, corner Van Treese inside to McFetridge. McFetridge couldn't gather it, but she's gonna be fouled. That's gonna be on number 20, Lola Johns. That's gonna be her first. 2 team fouls for each team. Just a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. Albright thought about that corner 3, decided not to. Looked inside for the group, but that's tipped away. Moscow doing a great job on that interior defense, not letting passes go in the paint. Ball is inside. Oh, good backdoor cut. That pass wasn't there. Good look, though. And Anderson is going to take it for that Moscow Bears. Not for 3. That's long. Anderson fighting for the ball, but it's going to be Knott, and that is good for 2. So she missed that 3, stayed with it on the offensive possession, and she's able to score 2. 1-point lead for Lewiston. Good pressure by Anderson there on that one-man press. And Van Treese with the wild pass there, but Lathan able to take control of it. Whistle blown, and it'll be a timeout called by head coach Julie Fisher. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, so we're just gonna stay with them here. 9-8, Lewiston with a 1-point lead. So both teams shooting quite a bit of threes here in this first quarter. Unsuccessful on most of them. Pretty low percentage for both teams.
And I think part of that is just from how good the defense is on both teams. Not giving them that much option on plays they can do. So they're just kind of Hail Marying and trying to get those threes.
Yeah,
get some points up.
That interior defense on both teams is definitely a killer. And when you can't get the ball in the perimeter, you're going to have to settle for those threes. But neither team very successful from the three-point land. So Van Treese is going to take it out for the Bengals. Lathan's going to take it. Hands it over to Van Treese. Van Treese is going to take it up over to Holman. Her first minutes of the game inside to DeGroot. DeGroot up for 2 is no good. Rebounded by Williams. And Knott's going to take it from Moscow. Kind of a wild pass there. Lassen is unable to get control of it and stolen by Van Treese. Latham with the full head of steam over to Van Treese. Van Treese skips all the way over to home. DeGroot inside to, and DeGroot for 3 in the corner is no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson double teamed, and that's gonna be the final buzzer for the first quarter. So at the end of 1, it's gonna be Lewiston 9, Moscow 8. We'll see you at the start of the second.
And you just saw yourself there, some replay on our instant replay system. Also like to give a shout out to the people who are working behind the scenes. We have Dekin on Hero. On Wide Shot, we have Kai Klimpel. And in the trailer, we have Forrest and Braeden. So we want to give a big shout out to those people. putting in countless hours, making it all work.
A lot of hours go in before tip-off, and a lot of behind-the-scenes action that no one notices. Big thank you to you guys in the trailer. So it's going to start with Moscow ball at the start of the second, and Knott is going to do the ball handling for the Bears. He's going to take it up top. Not much movement for the Bears there as Anderson gets it at the top of the key. Down inside. Lewiston with pretty good interior defense. Finds herself pretty open, but gonna pass that out. Anderson for 3, and that's gonna be off. Offensive rebound by Moscow. Layup up for 2, no good, but an offensive rebound by Anderson. That's gonna be up and good for 2. Great persistence for that Moscow offense as McFetridge goes up for 2, and that's going to be off. Rebounded by Knott, the smallest person on the court, getting that defensive rebound. Knott's
definitely been one of those strong players we've seen.
And DeGroot gets it. Skipping it in to McFetridge. McFetridge with another left-handed layup is good. Adding McFetridge with that transition offense off that Moscow Bear press. Anderson drives left, double teamed, and a foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going to be on number 21, Reese DeGroot, and it will be. First foul for the Bengals there, and that is DeGroot's first. So Anderson is going to go on the line to shoot 2. Her first shot is left short. And Albright is going to check in for DeGroot. Anderson's second shot also short. Rebounded by McFetridge, whistle blown, and it's going to stay in possession of the Moscow Bears. And Anderson is going to take it out for the Bears with a fresh shot clock. Corner 3 by Anderson, another 3, and that's off. She's been off this entire game so far, but an offensive rebound by the Bears is going to allow them for a second opportunity. Anderson gets it inside, double teamed in the paint, and a foul is called. Looks like that's going to be on number 22, Taylor Holman. That is the Bengals' second team foul early in this second quarter. That is Holman's first. Out on the line is Jessa Skinner, number 12. That shot is long. Skinner's second shot off as well. And a defensive rebound by McFetridge, but stolen by Knott, but not unable to make that lay-in. Albright with the defensive rebound, gets it over to Van Treese. Van Treese into Lathan in the corner. She's gonna drive in, triple teamed in the paint. Albright at the top of the key, right to Holman. Holman looking, skips it over to Albright. Moscow in a 2-3 zone here. Ball movement is key for the Bengals. Holman at the top, over to Van Treese. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Albright looking in to Holman, and he get a shot off here. Albright 4-3 is long, rebounded by Anderson. Good defensive possession by the Bears, not allowing anything to go in the paint. Good offensive movement though by the Bengals, unable to get anything there. Anderson backs down her defender Albright, and Albright's gonna get that defensive possession. Great job by Albright defending the best player for the Bears. And Lathan with the full head of steam down court, and she stepped out. And in for the Bengals is number 21, Reese DeGroot, and number 15, Mark Kessinger. And sitting down is Taylor Holman and Addison McFetridge. Anderson as well is going to take a seat, and Knott is going to check in. So Knott against Lathan. Lathan the freshman, as we've said before. Gets it inside in the paint. DeGroot against, and that is good. That is going to be number 24, Faith Teagues, in for 2. Strong bucket there. Bengals kind of looking rushed on that press break. Able to break the press. DeGroot in the corner. Great interior defense by Moscow. Van Treese for 3 in the corner. That's long. Offensive rebound by Kessinger. Kessinger is able to get it up for 2. So Bengals kind of making something out of nothing there, as Knott is going to bring the ball down with some pace there. Inside to Teagues, and that shot is no good. Rebounded by DeGroot. DeGroot's going to take it herself. DeGroot looking for Van Treese, unable to make that connection. Van Treese unable to grab that ball there, and another turnover for the Bengals. Substitutions in. Maya Anderson is going to go in for Punk Knott. The ball handler is going to be Kiblin. Kiblin guarded by Lathan there. She's able to break Lathan's press. Inside to Teagues. Teagues looking. Good perimeter defense by the Bengals as Kiblin gets it over at the free throw line. Back inside, guarded by Kessinger there. Good pass there, unable to get that left-handed post shot to go. And Albright's going to take it for the Bengals. Van Treese has numbers, gets it over to DeGroot. DeGroot up for 2. Misses, but she's going to be fouled, so DeGroot's going to go on the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Moscow's number 12, Jessa Skinner. So that's Skinner's first personal, and also the first team foul for Moscow. Find themselves with a 1-point lead, make that a tied game after DeGroot's made free throw. Yeah, like you said, as they played before earlier in this season, kind of looks like a repeat here as Lewiston with another lead change. As Albright, costly mistake by Moscow's offense. Albright's lane is no good, but scooped up by DeGroot, cleaning up Albright's mess, and that's in for 2. So here comes Anderson for the Bears, over to Kiblin. Kiblin trying to look inside, gets it over to the free throw line. Good defense by Albright, able to poke the ball away, but it's going to stay Moscow ball. In for the Bears is number 20, Lola Johns.
You know, I don't think personally I've personally seen the offense from Moscow a little bit tighter. I think because of a little bit of looseness in that offense, they're having to play a little bit more defense than they would usually like to.
And Albright's just going to take it herself and pull up at that free throw line. That was no good. DeGroot looked like she was going to get that board, but it was swatted away by, I think, Maya Anderson, but I'm not quite sure. Didn't get a good view of that. But it'll be Moscow ball, guarded by Lathan, and Kiblin's able to get the ball in. A couple crossovers later, and she is past the half backcourt. Moscow fans wanting a foul there. Didn't get one. And Anderson over inside. Mid-range shot is short. Rebounded by Albright. Albright, a fiery player for this Bengal team, but it is stolen by the Bears. Shot is up and good by number 20, Lola Johns. Bears sticking with this press. It's been pretty effective here, so it's kept them in this game. Albright over to DeGroot. DeGroot for a corner 3 is up and good. Reese DeGroot with her second 3 of this first half, able to sink that one. So DeGroot went on a pretty cold streak from 3-point range, but stuck with it. Good shooters do that, and she was able to connect from 3-point.
You know, sometimes this takes a couple shots just to find your groove, and I think she just got into that groove.
Yeah, DeGroot making plays on defense as well as Delich goes in, misses her 2, rebounded by Maya Anderson. So Anderson's gonna take it, guarded by DeGroot. Top of the key, inside, double teamed. Her shot is good. That's gonna be number 12, Jessa Skinner, in for 2. And Lathan trying to slow down this Bengal offense. Minute and a half left in this first half. Three by Albright's no good. Offensive rebound by Latham, but that's stripped away by Lassen. And so the Moscow Bears able to get possession here. Good defense by Albright. Albright doesn't have any numbers. Loses her shoe there. And DeGroot, her lane is no good. Timeout called. I'm assuming because number 20, Lola Johns, lost her shoe. You could say that was from that move, a little ankle breaker there. But maybe it's just because she slipped. Not quite sure.
Yeah, we have definitely seen a lot of Moscow players slip on this floor. I think part of that is just being, they're not used to this floor. This gym's 3, 4 years old. New gym, new floor. They've only got to play in here a handful of times. You know, I think it's part of it. And the crowd in here is actually pretty strong for Moscow. You know, we don't get teams this close usually, so we don't get as strong as a crowd. So it's great to hear, you know, not just a Lewiston crowd, but also a Moscow crowd coming in.
It also helps that the Moscow parents are right behind us, though. That does kind of help with it, but very much so a good turnout by both sides. And the band, great as always, contributing to that noise here. So the Bears are going to start with Anderson taking the ball out of bounds. Not looks like she's going to do the ball handling. So Bengals backing off that press. They did it for most of the first quarter, then kind of backed off the second. And Knott is going to take it over to Kiblin. Kiblin over to Anderson at the top of the key. Looking inside. Great ball movement by the Bears. Unsuccessful there, and Albright gets that defensive rebound under a minute left here in this first half. McArcher looking to Albright. Albright to DeGroot. DeGroot for another three. Her shot is good. Already her third three of this game, and it's not halftime yet. Extending that Bengal lead as Anderson getting the three of her own, and that shot is no good. Anderson struggling from the three-point range. And a jump ball called. It'll stay the Bears ball. No, it'll be the Bengal ball. That Moscow press kind of fooled me because everyone stayed in that front court. Delich. Bengals doing a great job of breaking this Moscow press. They look pretty tough there. Both sides battling for the ball. McArcher inside, back out to Van Treese, unable to get the ball cleanly. Gets it inside to McArcher, swatted away, and here comes Kiblin. She's all by herself. That right-handed lay-in is good. So Kiblin able to answer and cut the Bengal lead to 3 with 5 seconds remaining here at half. And Delich with the last second shot, deep three, almost good. Hit the backboard, fell out. And so it'll be Lewiston 23, Moscow 20, heading into halftime. Braeden, what are some key plays or key movement shifts that you've seen between these two teams?
You know, I'm definitely seeing they're starting to loosen up a little bit and trying to go for the threes. They're trying to play a little bit more aggressively, get into the box, into the paint. As they've learned, these threes are not working as well as they hope so. So, you know, they're trying to get a little bit more in, get a little bit more aggressive, and make those shots. Again, this is anyone's game. Really competitive teams, really good with each other. So they're just going to be trying to battle it out, I think, all the way to the end.
All right, well, we are going to hit you after halftime. Bengals 23, Moscow 20.
And we're coming back with just about a minute left. I want to give another thanks to all the people who are making this possible. Dekin on hero, which is that floor shot. Behind me on the wide shot is going to be Kai, and in the trailer is going to be Forrest and Brandon. So we'd like to give a big thank you to all those people. Also like to give a big thank you to our teacher, Golden Steel, for helping make this all possible. If you're just coming in, Moscow Bears versus Lewiston Bengals here in the gym of Lewiston High School. We got about 23 seconds left on the clock, and we're gonna start letting this run out of time.
And a quick update, College Football National Championship, Washington Huskies 10, Michigan Wolverines 17. So they were able to score 3. It was Washington, just a 7-point game there. Not even halftime yet, so still anyone's game there.
And you can say the same thing about this game.
Yeah, just after halftime, 3-point game. And it's gonna start off with the Moscow Bears on offense. It's gonna be Knott. So here come the Bears. Knott's gonna drive right. Ball's inside, back out. Anderson, she's gonna drive in, double teamed in the paint. Good hands by McArcher there. And here comes Albright. Albright gets it over to Van Treese. Van Treese back to Albright. Albright thought about the 3. She's not gonna take it. McArcher able to get her hands on that. Delich, looking, drives right. Corner is DeGroot. And McArcher's gonna be fouled for 2. So Addie McArcher with some free throws here early in the third quarter, excuse me. So foul is gonna be on the Moscow Bears, number 2, Punk Knott. And McArcher's able to sink her first. McArcher's second shot is good as well. Going 2 for 2 from the line. Extends that Bengal lead to 5. Knott, bounce pass to Kiblin. Inside, she drives right on McArcher, and that is good. Great right-handed lay-in by Skinner there. And Delich with the turnover, not able to get it in possession. Albright, whistle blown. Possession is gonna go to the Moscow Bears. No, the Lewiston Bengals. So Moscow has been pressing this entire game as Delich is able to advance it in a right-handed lay-in. Contested, that almost goes in for Albright. But Albright's gonna go on the line to shoot too. She had that left-handed lay-in pretty soon. Decided to stop, and a shot on the right is no good, but a foul. Foul's gonna be on number 11 of Moscow, Maya Anderson. Her second personal. Also the second team foul in this third quarter. Neither team's going into the bonus yet, as Albright is able to sink her first. Extends that Bengal lead to 4. Albright's second shot is good as well. So Bengals going 4 for 4 from the line here in this second half. That could be a big factor here. Knott over to Anderson, top of the key, drives right, hands it over to Kiblin. Kiblin looking inside, doesn't find anyone. Back to the basket, over to Anderson. Anderson's gonna drive baseline. She's gonna back it up. And Kiblin looking inside, but McArcher's there, able to knock it free, and a jump ball is gonna be called between the Bengals and the Bears. Oh, looks like it's a foul on number 20, Lola Johns. Her second personal, already the third team foul for the Bears. Gonna have to stay careful here in this third quarter. Don't wanna get the Bengals into bonus. They've been perfect here in this third quarter. Inside is McArcher. McArcher with a hard foul there. She hit the ground hard.
Yeah, that was a hard hit.
But she looks like she's okay.
Just back up. Taking a second for these foul shots, just so you know, recover.
And Lola Johns, number 20 for the Bears with her 3rd personal. And McArcher's able to sink her first, going 3 for 3 in this 3rd quarter. And Johns is going to take a seat, and number 21, Jaquie Williams, is going to go in for the Bears. McArcher, 4 for 4 from the free throw line here in this 3rd. Staying perfect. Extends that Bengal lead to 7. Moscow looking to answer for points of their own, and Anderson's going to go on the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be on number 3, Brianna Albright. Her 2nd personal, and the first team foul for the Bengals here in this 3rd. Anderson, a very strong leader for this Moscow Bears team. She's able to sink her first. Anderson's 2nd shot is good as well. Not a missed free throw here in this 3rd quarter, as DeGroot is able to catch the ball inbounds. She's going to take it for 3, and that 3's way off. And Anderson, kind of an awkward stop there, but gets it inside to number 12, Skinner, in for an easy 2. And DeGroot able to get the ball once more, hands it over to Albright. Albright's going to take it. Albright wide open for 3, thought about it. Anderson contested as Delich gets it, looks inside for DeGroot, decides not to pass. DeGroot looks like she drove right back left, double teamed. Looking inside, and a bad pass there. Another Bengal turnover, and it'll be Moscow ball. So Knott is going to take it. Knott over to Anderson, guarded heavily by DeGroot on the perimeter, able to drive in, beat DeGroot, and an offensive rebound for the Bears. Another one. Fight for the ball under the court, under the basket, excuse me. And a floater shot is up and good by Kiblin. Moscow with a ton of offensive opportunities, finally able to capitalize, and some good defense for the Bears as well. And that's going to force Julie Fisher, the head coach of the Lewiston Bengals, to call a timeout. 5:06 left in this 3rd quarter. Bears kind of looked dead there in the early minutes of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to take us to a timeout called by the Bengals. Kind of a standstill for the Bengals there.
Yeah, you know, I think they lost a little bit of that momentum they were starting to get during the second period. So I think this timeout, excuse me, starting to lose my train of thought there. This timeout is going to be to try to get these players back into the groove, start getting that energy going again. And I think for the Lewiston Bengals, it's going to help them. They're going to need to lock in a little bit more, get a little bit more tight. Again, that happens to any team after the second half, you know.
Yeah, Bengals kind of early in this season have kind of really struggled early in the start of the game and out of halftime, really struggling to get a momentum going in a groove for the ball. But Lewiston, the last half of the season, kind of doing a really good job of moving the ball and getting good long offensive possessions and not getting the first open look they get, getting it inside, back out. And they've been doing a great job here.
And, you know, that's going to be important next year. Since most of this team from Lewiston is juniors, it's going to be important to keep that energy going throughout the offseason and then coming into next season, you know, as a large group of seniors who've been playing together, who've been working out together, been on the court together. It should be something magical.
Lathan, guarded by Kiblin, one-man press, able to break it is Lathan. Lathan drives left, corner 3 for DeGroot is up, and good. Reese DeGroot with her first 3 of the second half. That is 4 total for DeGroot. 12 points just from 3-point range. As Anderson's going to drive in, her floater is up and no good. Rebounded by DeGroot. So DeGroot making plays on both offense and defense. Looks like it hit Albright's foot. No kick ball called. And DeGroot able to fall on the floor and grab it. Jump ball called there. It'll stay loose and ball. So Lathan guarded by Knott at half-court line. Behind the back pass, great move by Lathan, able to create separation. Loses the ball there. And a jump ball, another one called. Quite a bit of jump ball calls here in this game. It'll be Moscow ball. As you get that 3-shot from the Groot. Big factor there for the Bengals is the Groot ability to shoot from 3. A nice backdoor cut for number 12, Jessa Skinner. Moscow doing a great job of moving without the basketball and creating backdoor cuts for wide open lay-ins. Something that I can't say that the Bengals are doing.
In this game especially, we've been seeing a lot of the underclassmen come up and just perform. You know, Lathan's been, as a freshman, is coming up and just making some good plays. And number 5, Kibble, has also been making some good plays for Moscow.
And Anderson able to get a steal there. Good defense by Lathan, as you mentioned, making a big impact. She's just a freshman.
You know, I think in the last couple of years, we have not seen a freshman been this much of a team player and been such an importance to such a varsity team.
McArcher able to poke the ball free, but possession stays Moscow as Anderson drives baseline. Kind of a wild shot there. That is no good. Rebounded by Lathan. Lathan with her eyes up over to Albright. Albright drives baseline, looking back out. 3 by Van Treese is left. Defensive rebound by Moscow, but Albright able to poke the ball free. Let the girls on the court for a while there before a whistle was blown. And it'll be Bengal ball after that jump ball called. So Moscow with the 2-3 zone on this out-of-bounds play. DeGroot over to Lathan in the corner. Albright, Van Treese. DeGroot for 3. No good. Rebounded by Lathan. Lathan's going to drive in. Great move there. Able to find a gap in that Moscow Bears defense, that 2-3 zone. Pretty rare that you find a gap in that 2-3 zone in the paint, but they do. And Knott kind of thought about that deep 3. Anderson, top of the key. Inside, but tapped away by DeGroot. And DeGroot's making some good plays on defense. Knott drives in the middle. Floater is up and good. Not a very small player, but making a big impact as Lathan's going to take it. Lathan guarded heavily. And a hard foul there by the Bears. Her face kind of hit the ground hard. And she's kind of grabbing at her teeth there. And that is 5 team fouls for the Bears. So if Lathan is good enough to play, she will be on the line to shoot 2. If not, then someone else will be shooting her free throws.
It's always sad to see a player get injured.
Looks like none of her teeth fell out. The trainer, Adam Cadez, looking at him. Yep.
You know, Adam Cadez, I have a lot of personal experience with him. I took my intro into sports medicine, 240 course with him. Absolute rock star and athletic trainer.
Yeah, and he's my teacher in health right now. Absolutely love him. Learning a lot in that class. As Balmer is going to do the free throws for Lathan. Way off there.
But you know, I think we're going to see a little bit more of Balmer for the rest of this game, since Lathan will most likely be sticking a little bit more towards the bench, if not the whole entire game. Yeah, that young talent, very important for this Bengal team. And she misses both, but an offensive rebound by McArcher. And that foul is going to be on number 20, Lola John. So great job by McArcher, getting strong after that board, able to keep possession, and she's going to be fouled. Once again, Moscow's in the bonus, so the Bengals will be on the line to shoot 2. McArcher perfect in this third quarter, and of course I had to jinx it there. Yep. Misses her first of the third. Substitutions in for Moscow. Number 12, Skinner, is going to check into this game. You know, getting a player that you've been playing with all game injured is just something, as I always talk about, is a very mental game. So having something like that will affect your mental game, and you have to go past that, push through that, and keep in the game.
And McArcher's able to get that defensive rebound. She's double-teamed as Van Treese, and a stop by that Moscow defense. Bengals looking rushed on offense. Need to slow it down, and it'll be Moscow Bears ball. This Moscow defense doing a great job of getting turnovers on defense. As Nod is going to take it. 2 minutes left in this third, and the head coach of the Moscow Bears, Josh Colvin, is going to take a timeout.
You know, Moscow's got to start being careful that they don't get any more fouls.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in this third, still plenty of time to commit more fouls. And the Bengals doing an excellent job until those last 2 free throw shots. But yeah, still very effective from the line, and that could be a big story here before this fourth quarter goes underway.
As I always like to say, it's anyone's game, so.
Yeah, for sure. Lewiston has been in the lead pretty much this entire game, but it hasn't been more than 2 possessions. Moscow doing a great job of keeping their head high and staying in this game. And Lewiston with no small feat to get a win on a 2-game losing streak. Be big for them if they ended up breaking it. As Anderson's going to give it over to Knott. Knott guarded by Delich at the top of the key. Kiblin double teamed there. Anderson thought about the 3. Looks like that foul is going to be on the Bengals, number 12, Addison McArcher. So Lewiston with the 2-3 zone. That ball hit Teagues' knee out of bounds, kind of flew at her knee and then right back out. And it'll be Bengal ball. Moscow with their effective press. Albright double teamed in the corner, able to get it to DeGroot, skips it over to Delich. Great offensive movement by the Bengals, able to break that Moscow full court press. And DeGroot is going to take it, skips it over to Albright. Albright over to Balmer. Inside to McArcher, back to Balmer. Balmer's going to take the 3, and that is good. I believe, no, that was a long 2, as the ref closest to us signaled. Still a made bucket by the freshman.
Just came on. It's absolutely rocking it right now.
And that layup is strong, rebounded by DeGroot. DeGroot's just going to take it herself, able to outrun her defender. Delich over to Balmer. Oh, Balmer thought about the 3 again. And McArcher back to Albright. Albright thought about the 3. Balmer. Oh, that layup is no good. Albright for 3. No good. Almost another offensive rebound by the Bengals. Pretty scrappy on offense. Able to get quite a bit of looks there on offense. Unable to capitalize. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Anderson for 3 is no good. Anderson's been ice cold from 3-point range as Delich was wide open, but DeGroot overthrew her. Delich falls to the ground and Knott is able to get it. Weaving through defenders, one-on-one against McArcher. She wisely gets a mid-range jumper, and that is good. Knott with some crafty moves there and a pull-up jumper.
You know, we've been seeing that from Knott this whole entire game. A very crafty 2.
And there is McArcher. Crafted 2 of her own. Both offenses kind of coming alive at the end of this third quarter. 5 seconds left. Anderson needs to get a shot off here. Floater is up and rims out. And so that's going to be an electrifying third quarter.
Yeah.
Lewiston 39, Moscow 34. This game's going to come down to the wire here in the fourth.
And we've seen that before. I think every time I've seen Moscow versus Lewiston play, especially with the girls, it's always been a wire game. It's never been a major blowout, I feel like. So seeing that is huge.
All right, and we're going to see you at the start of the fourth quarter. buzzer sounded there. That's going to indicate the start of this fourth quarter. Anderson and Knott, the two leaders of this game, pretty much played the entire time. Knott gets it over. Anderson's going to drive in, decides to stop. Over to Knott. Knott guarded by the freshman Balmer. Knott's going to take it long too. And that is good by Knott. So some offensive momentum here, shifting towards Moscow. Albright. She's going to skip it over to Balmer. Balmer looking to DeGroot. DeGroot looking. She's going to drive baseline. And a foul is going to be on number 12, Jessa Skinner. Just her first personal of the game. Team foul number 1 for Moscow. DeGroot taking the ball out of bounds, skips it over to Albright, kind of overhead pass. Albright to DeGroot in the corner, telling Albright where to go. Balmer, good perimeter defense by Moscow, not allowing anything to happen for the Bengals as a miscommunication between Delich and Kessinger. And the Bengal fans wanting a tipped pass there. Don't get one. It'll be Moscow ball.
And we see what looks like to be Lathan coming back in.
Yeah, so Lathan's teeth must be feeling good enough to play. She's a big aspect for this Bengal team. Balmer doing a great job of substituting in for Lathan, getting her minutes in.
You know, as a freshman, you got to put your A game on if you're on varsity.
And Anderson is going to go up for 2, and she's fouled. So and one opportunity for Anderson. That foul is going to be on number 1, Bae Delich. That is just her first foul. And DeGroot's going to go take a seat, and McArcher's going to sub in. And it's very important to either have DeGroot or McArcher on the court at all times. Those are the big 2 for the Bengals, as Anderson's able to get her and one converted. And Lathan is going to take it. She's double teamed. She's going to need some help from that Bengal team. Inside to Albright, wide open is Delich. Kind of a wild pass from McArcher, slowing Delich down, but that doesn't stop her from scoring 2. 2-point game, Lewiston with that 2-point lead. Early in this fourth quarter, each team with 1 team foul. A hard screen by Moscow. Lathan able to get up. She's kind of been beat up this game. And that foul is going to be on Lewiston. Looks like it's going to be on number 3, excuse me. Albright. Checking in for Moscow is going to be number 21, Jackie Williams. Moscow, Kessinger doing a great job of getting that ball poked free. Wide open in the paint is number 2, Punk Knott. Not doing a great job of weaving her way in between defenders, and her lane is up and good for 2. As Albright in the wing, at the top of the key is Delich. Delich over to Albright. Albright with the 3, that's short. Not looking to chase in that rebound, but she realized she can just let it go. And it'll be Moscow ball. And sitting is number 15, Mara Kessinger. In is number 21, Reese DeGroot. Just a couple, probably just a minute of game time. DeGroot sat. Very key player for this team, as we have a tie game here in the fourth quarter. Anderson stolen by DeGroot, and DeGroot's getting advanced to Albright. Albright looking up, guarded by Anderson. Good perimeter defense. And DeGroot at the top of the key. Looking inside, she's going to drive left, but it is stolen by Knott. DeGroot reached in there trying to get the ball, unsuccessful, and Anderson drives left. That left-handed lane is no good. A foul is going to be called on number 12 of Moscow, Jessa Skinner. That's her 3rd personal. 2 team fouls for each team. And DeGroot gets it over to Albright, back to DeGroot. DeGroot controlling this offense here, controlling that pace. 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. Delich over to Lathan. Gets it inside to McArcher. McArcher up for 2 is short. Good interior defense by Moscow. and Knott is going to slow it down, guarded by Lathan at the half-court line. Good defense by DeGroot. Knott thought about the three a couple times. Double teamed, kind of find herself wide open there, unable to connect. Rebounded, up in for two. McArcher able to get that board. She's strong with it, and they jump ball is called. So good offensive possession by Moscow, unable to score any points. But after that jump ball, it's going to be Bengal ball.
You know, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more fouls called in this game, as both Lewiston and Moscow's going to start battling it out to try to get some points on the board right now. Again, still a tied game.
And DeGroot is going to take it to Delich in the corner, inside to McArcher, but Anderson is able to get that swat and the steal. Moscow in control, game tied at 41. 4.5 minutes left to go. Anderson in the corner, she's going to drive baseline. Ball stripped away by Albright. Albright took it, but she stepped out on that baseline. And Van Treese and Kiblin subbing in for the Bengals and the Bears. Delich is going to take a seat, as well as Lassen. Moscow with the box formation there, out of bounds on offense. McArcher with that good perimeter defense. DeGroot able to poke the ball free, and Van Treese gets it. So here comes DeGroot. She's going to slow it down. Approaching 4 minutes left to go in this game. DeGroot looking inside. Bounce pass to McArcher. McArcher unable to gather it, but that was poked away by Moscow. They were the last team to touch it, and so it'll be Bengal ball.
Let's give two quick fixes. Forrest Delka Wicks, if you notice on the shot clock, anytime it goes under 10 seconds now, it glows red.
Very fancy. We're getting fancier every single game.
You know, we're never going to stay stagnant. We're always going to try to improve and become better.
As Knott's three-pointer is short, and Lathan has some numbers, gets it over to Van Treese. Van Treese layup is up and good. Very crucial bucket for the Bengals, extending that lead to just 2. As Anderson gets it over to Kiblin. Kiblin loses it, and rebounded by Lathan, or a steal there. And Albright able to get a wide open lane for 2, and that's good. So back-to-back wide open lanes for the Bengals, turning great offense into great, turning great defense into great offense.
The second thing I would like to give a special shout out now is, you might have heard me talk about this earlier in the game, is now we have mics that are attached to the rims. So you might have heard when the ball makes contact with the rim, you can hear that now. Adds a little bit more detail into the game.
Yeah, as we said, we are improving after every single game. So you are watching this on the LHS Bengals YouTube channel. While you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Yes. That'll be quite the milestone.
Yes.
And be a very happy day for us. And yeah, your support is very good for us. It helps us grow and lets us just have that support of, hey, you're watching, and that means a lot to us.
Yeah. And I was just saying earlier, I'm going to keep going for this timeout. We've been seeing a lot more aggressive plays, trying to get points on the board. I talked about this earlier, and we are now seeing it in the game, where they're trying to be more dynamic on their offense and their defense, trying to strategize, and absolutely play to their maximum potential. And this lasts about 1.5 minutes roughly, or 3.5 minutes, excuse me.
So both teams coming out of the timeout. It'll be Moscow ball. Anderson guarded by DeGroot, the 2 leaders of both teams. And DeGroot able to get some pressure on it, and Anderson's layup is no good. Rebounded by Albright, and Lathan's gonna take it for the Bengals. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. DeGroot. Albright thought about that 3. She was pretty open. Van Treese over to Lathan. Lathan's gonna drive in. Van Treese back to Lathan. Lathan's gonna go. Van Treese in the corner to DeGroot, inside to Lathan. Great pass by Van Treese. Shot clock's at 5. Gotta go there, and able to get a deflection is Kiblin. Another block for the Moscow team with just 1 second left on the shot clock. Bengals are gonna have to inbound and get a shot up.
And I was mistaken. It's actually at 5 seconds it turns red instead of 10.
So here we go. Lathan's going to have to get it inbound, and whoever catches it is going to have to go up if they want to get a shot off. Lathan over to McArcher, and McArcher unaware of that shot clock. So shot clock violation for the Bengals. Not too many of those happening here in Lewiston. The first of this game. And Knott finds this Moscow team down 4. 2.5 minutes left. Knott guarded by Lathan. Very similar physically. And Knott battling Lathan, and ball poked away by DeGroot. Good defense by both sides. And some miscommunication for the refs. It's going to say Moscow ball. Kiblin guarded heavily by Albright, and a foul is going to be called maybe a little too heavily by Albright. That is going to be Albright's 4th personal, so one more and she's done for this game. But with just 2 minutes, 17 seconds left, she doesn't have to be too careful.
No. And Albright's definitely known. She's not an aggressive player, but she definitely plays with her heart.
And DeGroot with some fiery defense. One-on-one against Anderson. She goes up for 2, but solid defense by Anderson there. Rebounded by Van Treese. Van Treese goes up. She misses, but she's going to be fouled. So Van Treese with some big free throws coming up. Both teams with 3 team fouls. That foul is on number 11, Maya Anderson, her 3rd. Van Treese's first shot bounces off the rim, goes high up, and it sinks in. Kind of made you hold your breath for a second there. Extends that Bengal lead to 5, make that 6. So 2 threes for Moscow is going to tie it. Still a 2-possession game. Anderson over in the corner to Knott. Knott looks back inside, post up, double teamed, and a foul is going to be called on Avery Lathan. Lathan not liking that call, thinks she went straight up. So that's just Lathan's first 4-team foul. So one more foul on Lewiston, and Moscow's going to be in the bonus for the rest of this game. And on the line is number 20, Lola Johns, missing her first.
Yeah. And that can be dangerous, having a team with 4 fouls. It's still 6 points. That 6 points can come and go really quickly, especially if you foul out.
And McArcher getting that defensive rebound, but an overhead pass to Lathan. Kind of a wild pass, but I think Lathan could have came up with it. But Lathan kind of not expecting that. A lot of fire behind that pass. Van Treese guarded. Anderson goes in for 2, and she's going to be fouled. So Moscow's in the bonus for the remainder of this game.
And that might be just what they need to push over and start getting some points.
Foul is on number 21, Reese DeGroot. As you mentioned, 6-point game, anyone's game, and these free throws are big as Anderson makes her first.
Yeah, especially if you start getting some really good free throwers, that might just be deadly to the Lewiston Bengals.
Bengals definitely going to be careful on defense, but they can't be too lax because that Moscow offense is fiery. They can fire at any minute. 4-point game here in Lewiston. Minute and a half left approaching. Van Treese at the top of the key to Albright. Albright looking over to Lathan. Lathan hands it over to DeGroot. Bengals are pretty content with wasting that shot clock as it goes to 10 as DeGroot. Layup is no good. Rebounded by the Bengals. Great offensive rebound and great lay-in by Lathan there.
Lathan again just killing it this game. She's keeps getting hit, but keeps getting back up and making these fiery plays.
Anderson drives in, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Lathan. So that's going to send Anderson to the line once more. Very solid free throw shooter. And that is Lathan's 2nd personal. Just over a minute left. And it looks like Lathan's having a problem with her teeth again. Anderson's first shot is good. And checking back in is Balmer, making pretty good impact in that first half. Stepping up is the freshman. Anderson's second shot is no good. Strong rebound by DeGroot there, gets it over to Albright. Kind of looked like a travel there, but that's a no call. And DeGroot battling, gets it over to, can't really see. And Albright over to Balmer at the top of the key. Van Treese. Albright. Again, Albright doing a great job of controlling that shot clock. Van Treese, shot clock's at 5. 3 is up and no good for Albright. But a battle for the board is gonna go Moscow's way. So 5-point game, 30 seconds left, 2-possession game for the Bears.
You know, you gotta be careful now with Lewiston being over 5 points. You know, you can't be too aggressive. You can't be too crazy with the ball. But you also gotta get that shot clock up.
So Moscow with 1 foul to give. We're gonna take a full timeout, but we're gonna keep it here.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about this game some more.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the Bears can foul once, stopping that clock. The clock is their biggest issue now. This is a must-score possession for the Bears, and I'm assuming Moscow, if they score, they're gonna go right into that press, and they're gonna look for a quick turnover for the Bengals, and that might be where they use that foul, stop the clock, and after that, they're gonna send Lewiston to the line. 30 seconds left, 49-44 game.
You know, with Lewiston, the two main things that they're going to be worried about is not fouling more and keeping control of that ball. If they keep those two things, this might just be their game.
Yeah, favor is definitely in the Lewiston Bengals' hands. All the Bengals have to do is keep possession of the ball and allow Moscow to foul, and they're well in control of this game. But we'll see what that Moscow defense can bring. They've created quite a bit of turnovers here in this 3 quarters. So this is gonna start with Kiblin taking the ball out of bounds. Lewiston double teaming Knott in bounds, trying to eliminate her. It's gonna go over to Anderson, passing that half court line, and Kiblin's gonna take it. She can't take too much time off that shot clock. And Anderson's gonna drive in. Her floater's no good, rebounded. Good clutch rebound by DeGroot. And Knott is gonna get that personal foul. That is just Moscow's 14th foul. They can give up another one before Lewiston's in the bonus. Lathan doing a great job of not allowing Moscow to foul. And it looks like Moscow's kind of content with just letting this play clock draw out, but not with that fiery defense. Is gonna send Van Treese to the line to shoot 2. 7 seconds left. If you're Moscow, you need to foul a lot sooner and get a lot more pressure on that defense.
That might have just been the fate of Moscow winning this game right there.
Will that be the nail in the coffin? Big free throws for Van Treese as she misses the first. So no matter what, it'll still be a 2-possession game, even if she makes this second one. Van Treese's second shot is no good. So a 3 and a 2 will tie it. The battle for the board, whistle blown. Maybe a miscommunication between the score operator and the ref.
It looks like.
Looks like they took 2 seconds off that play clock.
You know, the refs talking to each other now. So it'll be interesting to see exactly. Looks like, yeah, some type of problem with the type of clock operation issue.
So still trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, trying to communicate to everyone. Looks like the ref's coming up.
So it'll be Bengal ball. Not looking too bright for Moscow here. And Moscow's just gonna let him dribble it out. So a clutch game, clutch win. Lewiston able to break that 2-game losing streak, winning against Moscow 49-44. Up next is Lewiston boys basketball with just their second home game of this midpoint of the season. And so that's just gonna come in in around 20 minutes. So make sure to keep it here on the LHS Bengals YouTube channel.
You know, Asher Fife will be here for the next game, but it sounds like I am moving roles, so it's an honor to have you on, or be on with you, Asher, I should say.
Yeah, of course. No, it's an honor.
So I am signing off. Asher's going to break. And be back in roughly, looks like about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so Bengal victory there for the girls. We'll see if the boys can do the same thing. As you see some highlights of this game, we're going to see you at the start of this boys varsity game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for some boys varsity action now. I'm Wes Heiss.
And I'm Asher 5.
And we're back. This was kind of the Avista Holiday Tournament duo we had running here. That was a fun experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a lot of fun. A lot of basketball played, but definitely a marathon, and very glad to be a part of it. So, taking a look at the Lewiston boys record, they're 7-4, and the Moscow boys, forgot to pull them up, it's the Moscow girls. But the Moscow girls are 7-5. They did very good. Very close game between the two of them. Just a 4-point win for the Bengals. And last in the first part of the season, Bengals came out victorious, I think by 4 as well. So very two close games here. And we're about to get away. Starting lineups being announced for both teams.
Yeah, I watched that whole game here before us, that game. But, yeah, as we are set to go here now. For tonight's ball game, as starting lineups are being announced here tonight. All right, that was the starters for the Moscow Bears, and now we are dimming the lights for the starters of the boys varsity game.
And this song is iconic for this varsity boys team, God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash.
That's number 1, Rylan Gomez, and now number 2, Jordan Bramlett. Number 4, Jordan Walker. Number 24, Dre Torpy, and number 33, Drew Hottinger.
Man, this song just gets me so excited for basketball. It just pumps you up. It's not the most fast-paced song. It just builds up anticipation. And just a great song selection for this boys varsity team.
I could not agree more. I think it suits them very well. You know, as they look at the game faces.
It really strikes fear in the opponents.
Doing the tipping for the Bengals, number 1, Rylan Gomez. And for the Bears, number 0, Ian Hillman, as we are set to go here now. Now, here's the good thing about the Avista Holiday Tournament. I remember most of these last names.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that in the girls varsity game. A lot of familiar faces and familiar stars here for the Bears.
And that tip ball there is going to be won by the Bengals, as that's now Bramlett. Bramlett trying to find something now. Torpy, top of the key. A little dish out there on Hottinger, as Hottinger's going to try to find something, and no good. Almost tipped up there. Torpy now kicks it to Walker, top of the key. Walker's going to drive and kicks it right out to Hottinger. Corner 3, no good. Offensive board, though, and it goes back to Torpy at the top of the key. No good for 3 as well. And that will go Bears' way as it got knocked out of bounds there.
Yeah, that was a good offensive possession starting with the Bengals. Great ball movement. Not much movement outside when they don't have the ball, but a very good possession to start off.
Yeah, I agree right there. A couple good shots up there. Corner 3 by Drew Hottinger. Not something you see too often from him, but here we go now. It's Cummins below the hoop, and he will step out of bounds, but it will, he will not step out of bounds. There's a foul. That's completely wrong. Foul's on number 24, Dre Torpy. Just his first.
Yeah, Torpy, the sophomore here, getting a start, as well as Jordan Walker, 2 sophomores in the starting lineup.
Cummins up for 2 there. Well, that was a good basket there and good offensive move by him. As that's Bramlett driving in. He knows driving, and that's good. What an aggressive player for this Bengal offense.
Yeah, he's really doing a great job of getting offense for himself. We saw that in the Avista tournament. Whether it's a spin move, crossover behind the back, he's able to create space.
Williams up for 2 in. Good.
Yeah, his physical presence is definitely there, able to back down any defender he wants to.
Torpy kicks to Hottinger now, top of the key. I would have been surprised there if he shot up a 3 down. Now he kicks it back out there. Torpy now back to Hottinger in the near side corner.
Yeah, Hottinger's more of the offensive facilitator, the varsity quarterback, as his shot is just short. Offensive rebound by Gomez, and that's good. Yeah, he's the starting quarterback for the Lewiston Bengals, kind of the offensive captain, if you will, for this Bengal basketball team.
Now, if you want to bring up football.
Okay, nope, we're not going to do that.
And there will be a foul there.
Actually, we can bring up football. College football national championship game going on. The Washington Huskies 13 and the Michigan Wolverines 20. Michigan has had control of the lead that entire game. Third quarter in that game.
Fouls on number 2, Jordan Bramlett, his first. That's going to send to the line number 21, Joey Williams, and that will be his first shot up and good. Williams, second shot up, and no good. That's Blaze Hepburn now with the rebound. Now Walker. Trying to find Hottinger. And I've noticed they're just sending Gomez in the paint for the Bengals, not Hottinger for some reason. Now, that's not what we saw the last time I saw them play, at least. Unless you saw that the last time you saw them play. I don't...
Yeah, well, both players have a similar player build, as Gomez is going to go up for 2. Well, Gomez has been pretty dominant in the paint early in this game. Yeah, as I said, both have very similar physical presence, and they're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the past tournament. We saw them play that duo of Hottinger and Gomez in the paint for the Bengals. I mean, it's almost unstoppable, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, as you saw, Drew Hottinger with good hands, able to strip that ball free and create a turnover.
Man, Drew,
he's feeling himself from the three-point range.
Brim, now top of the key three and no good. That's number 25. Reed with the rebound there for the Bears. Reed kicks it right back to Hillman, tries to find him, and it does go to him. Little lob pass there. Hillman with the jumper and no good. Rebound by Bramlett. Bramlett taking it down to the Bengals. Bramlett gonna drive in, take it himself, goes up and will be fouled.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Williams was gonna go and help his teammate on that Bramlett lay-in, but it was just one-on-one, and Jordan Bramlett able to contact that foul.
Fouls on number 5, Traden Cummins. His first, team's first. And that will send the line number 2, Jordan Bramlett. First is up and good. Make it a 6-5 ball game. 7-5.
And I was able to pull up that boys' schedule, and the boys' varsity for Moscow is 4-7, so not quite as good as record as the Bengals, but they've definitely been fiery here, just down 3 here in the first.
Yes, Bramlett's second shot was up and good. And here we go now. Bears down by 3, 4:56 left to go here in the first quarter. So
and the boys' varsity team was able to win that Avista tournament, went undefeated, won all 3 games, and a dominant performance against Rocky, a very solid team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That was a fun one to commentate and a fun one to watch. Hillman now trying to find something. It's going to get tipped up there by Gomez, but goes right to Cummins in the near side corner. Cummins tries to dish it right out to Hillman as Hillman's going to drive in. Little jump shot there and tipped up there by Gomez, and that's going to find Torpy.
Yeah, Gomez has created a big presence here, both offensively and defensively, making plays on both sides of the court.
Hepburn hands it off there to Gomez, as that's now Gomez. Cross-court pass to Walker. Now Torpy, far side corner. Now Hottinger. Man, I am getting faked out by Hottinger right now. I mean...
Yeah, the way Hottinger sets up his feet, it looks like he's shooting that 3 every time. And I agree, it does fake me out as Hottinger able to get a block defensively. So between Gomez and Hottinger, they're able to get quite a bit of defensive stops for this Lewiston team.
And the trial is going to be called Gomez. So the 2 tall man for the Bengals have been looking beyond the arc right now.
Yeah, when Gomez caught that, he didn't time his feet while catching the ball. You have to catch that at the exact same time, planting the left one just before you catch the ball so you don't take that travel.
That's number 10 now for the Bears. I believe it's first minutes. That's Tyson Izzo. Izzo trying to find someone. Pressure by the Bengals. That's going to go out of bounds, and it will go to the Bengals. So good turnover there and good defense and good pressure by the Bengals.
Yeah, that was a great double team between Bramlett and Gomez, able to sandwich their guy in and not allow that pass to go through.
Bramlett behind the half-court line and now taking it across. Kicks it Torpy now to Gomez. Gomez looking, finds Bramlett, far side corner. That's going to not find anything.
Yeah, Hottinger didn't see that it was going to be an air ball and not able to anticipate it.
That's rejected there by Gomez, and now Williams will go up with it, and he will now be fouled. So contact there. I believe that's going to be on number 1. Yes, Rylan Gomez.
Yeah, Rylan did a great job of getting up straight on that first block. Able to get quite a few blocks here in this first quarter, but didn't go straight up on that second.
Williams first is up and good. So far, kind of a low-scoring game. Neither team in double digits yet so far, with just 3:31 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, strong defensive battle. As you mentioned, not a very good three-point range team tonight.
Hepburn kicks it Brimlett. Now Hottinger, top of the key. Hottinger's going to drive in, takes it himself. He found an open lane and got it.
Yeah, Hottinger might not be able to dominate behind the three-point range, but in the paint, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And maybe that was a strategy, maybe putting Hottinger outside the perimeter, because he's going to be able to drive in and just get an open lane himself. Maybe that was the strategy going in to this ball game.
Whether he has the ball in his hands or he's cutting without the basketball, he is effective as he's able to get a stop there, and Gomez with the defensive rebound.
Gomez far past the Torpy there, as Torpy's going to take it down, kicks it right back to Brimlett, and yes, I believe that will be a travel. And now here we go. Moscow Bears only down by 3 so far, as it's kind of just been a call and response thing, as they've made one and then Moscow made one, and it's just been kind of back and forth as they've just been down by 3, I believe mainly almost this whole game.
Yeah, Bremen on that pass to Hepburn there, kind of faked him and faked a little too good, faked out his feet, and he walked with it.
Izzo trying to find something. He can't find anything. Top of the key. A little handoff there to Cummins, as Cummins already used his dribble now. Hillman going to try to drive in, and he's going to get stopped a little bit there, and it's going to go right to Torpy. Kind of noticing the Bears looking maybe just a little bit rushed on the offensive side. I've been noticing the Bengals definitely using up most of the clock and just kind of a lengthier possessions. The Bears have just looking a little rushed so far. I think that's the main thing I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and that has to do with that fiery Bengal defense, effective in the perimeter and in the paint. It's a very hard defensive team for Lewiston.
Fouls on number 10, Tyson Izzo, his first. That'll send Bramlett to the line, and that first one's going to be good. .2:15 left to go here in the first quarter now. As Bramlett's second shot due to be up, and it is now up, and away, and good. You know, Asher, I've been known to say some things on shots, like especially three-point shot. So what is your favorite thing I say? You know, I know you and Parker like to repeat a lot of the stuff I said.
Okay, I don't know why you're including my name into it, because that is all Parker, number 31 for the Bengals. When he's not playing, he loves to commentate. Great colored person, as he gets on the floor and he's going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 23.
That's going to be number 24.
24. I couldn't see the rest of the ref's hand.
His second personal.
Don't worry, Golden Steel's on scoreboard. That's a good jumper there by number 15, I believe. Grant Abendroth. Fisher now in for the Bengals. He kicked a Torpy near side corner. Torpy kicks it right back to Walker. And he's going to try to find something, nothing doing though. Fisher now to Walker near side. Now Torpy trying to find something, trying to kick it out to Walker. He's going to go up with the 3 now. No good. Hottinger with the offensive board though. So he's going to kick it right there to Torpy. Torpy going to drive in and one.
Yeah, that was a very long possession for the Bengals. Not much movement inside, but after that shot, Hottinger was able to get that board, dish it over to Torpy, and he's able to get that and one.
That's fouls on number 15, Grant Abendroth, his first, team's third.
And between Gomez and Hottinger, it's kind of a similar duo between McArcher and a group for that girls team. You definitely want at least one of those big presence in the game at all times.
coming in for the Bengals. Number 1, Rylan Gomez, and number, I believe was, there was someone else, but now in for the Bears, number 25, Grayson Reed. That's now 35. That's Hurley. Hurley going to drive in, guarded there by Bogart. Hurley kicks it right back out to Reed. Maybe trying to reset something. Hillman now. Hillman going to go up with the 3. Got it.
Yeah, that was a good looking shot. I had that perfect angle right there, and it looked perfect right when he released that. You could tell that was going in.
Bramlett kicks it to Gomez. Gomez now to Fisher. Now bounce pass to Hottinger. Hottinger right back to Bogart, top of the keys. Fisher now thought about the 3. He's going to drive in, up and no good. Rebound there by number 25, Reed. Reed driving down now. Trying to find something, can't find anything. Bounce pass there to number 13. Now that's Williams. Williams goes up with it and no good. Fisher, now Bogart. Now Bramlett.
Looks like they're going to want that last second opportunity. No shot clock.
Bramlett, top of the half-court line. So he's going to now drive in. Going to take a little floater there. Offensive board by Gomez, though. He's going to go up and foul.
Yeah, Gomez is just such a strong player in the paint, able to get a lot of those offensive boards and create second chance opportunities, even if it's for himself there.
Gomez, first shot. Up, up, and away. And good.
You got a new saying there, up, and away?
You know, I'm liking it.
Watch out, Parker might steal that one pretty soon. Next time he gets on the mic, who knows?
You know, he probably will. He likes to say bangarang a lot. And
for the opposing team, too, I know we're supposed to stay neutral, but I mean bangarang, I think that's only for the Bengals, but who makes the rules?
You know, he's the type of guy to say that on just a free throw. I feel like that's all Parker. That's a buzzer beater there. Oh. That'll be the end of your first quarter. Lewiston 16, Moscow 12. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
Little shot of us right there. Start of the second quarter.
Pointing at the camera. Shout out to our maintenance at the PTZ. They put that up there. So very big shout out to them because that angle would not be possible without them.
And Williams able to use his size there for Moscow, getting and using his body for that easy 2.
Gomez kicks it back to Hepburn. Hepburn 33. Got it!
Hepburn, the freshman there. No bangering yet. Still early in this game. And that was a good no bangering. I like that.
Are you going to hold me to it now? How about once a game? Okay.
They better be smart. Buzzer beater could always happen. You never know.
Could be like Kevin Harlan's "Oh Baby, What a Play." He said it always once a game. That's Hottinger now. Trying to find something. Kicks it right back to Bramlett, top of the key. Hand off to, not a handoff, that's a kick out right there. Hepburn, as that's now Gomez. Trying to find something, and he's going to find Hottinger, and good for 2.
Yeah, Gomez just kind of had eyes in the back of his head. Somehow knew that Hottinger was there, wide open on that left block. And that was just great vision by Gomez.
Wilson going to drive up and take it himself, and no good. And I believe that's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, Hodinger really taking over this game. He just seems so calm out there on the court, able to facilitate that offense and get a charge on defense.
Foul is on number 1, Cody Wilson. His team's first of this quarter. So here we go now. Aldridge. And off to Walker. Now bounce pass there to Hottinger. Hottinger kicks it right back up to Hepburn. Top of the key. Now Hepburn looking. Kicks to Walker near side corner. Walker gonna drive in. Nothing doing there though. Kick out to Aldridge and now Gomez. Now Hottinger. Top of the key. At the wing. Kicks it right back out to Gomez. Nothing doing. 6 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Hepburn near side corner 3. No good. Rebound there by number 11. Maurice Bethel.
That was great defense by Moscow, kind of making that shot clock a 6th defender and rushing that shot for the Bengals.
Wilson gonna set up the offense for the Bears now. Reed guarded there by Hepburn now. Near side corner and no good. That was number 15, Avendroth.
That was great box out or a great close up by Hodinger there.
Gomez kicks it right out to Hottinger near side corner. Now Hottinger kicks it right back to Walker. Walker now to Aldridge. Aldridge thought about going up with it, no good. Hottinger in the corner. Bounce past that.
This offense is looking kind of sluggish here for the Bengals, really milking that shot clock as Gomez goes up for 2 and is no good. Offensive board and Gomez in for 2.
Yeah, the defense has been solid about trapping them as soon as they even try to go into the paint. That Moscow Bear defense has kind of tried, maybe found a weakness point in that Bengal offense. That's a turnover there. Walker, that pass is too far ahead of him by Aldridge. That's now rebounded there by Hillman. Hillman.
Yeah, as you saw by Aldridge there, he was trying to lead that pass, but he let it too much, creating that turnover.
Wilson with the 3. That's number 1, Cody Wilson. And now a timeout will be called. So far, 23-17. That is down by 6. Yeah. So, thoughts so far?
Yeah, really good defensive battle by both teams, especially by the Bears. It's a bend but don't break defense, able to keep those Bengals in the perimeter, not letting Hodinger or Gomez get in a play. You let him get in the pass into the paint, and only their effect is on that defensive board. They're doing a great job there for Moscow.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go now. And a shout out to your LHS band.
Yeah, they've been great all game. They did that national anthem there. Were you a part of that national anthem?
I was playing the drums for that national anthem. If you guys did not know, I'm part of the band. Okay. You know.
Look at you, so versatile. Playing in the band, the girls' game, then calling the boys' game.
It's a fun time up there. I tell you what, I'm on the drum kit, man. I am jamming.
Well, it looks like all of you are moving there. You're kind of just in sync with those moves. Not just sound, but visual entertainment too.
Yeah. Fisher gonna overthrow Aldridge. Excuse me, that's Hottinger. So he tried to play the QB role there.
Yeah, I know Royce thinks Drew Hodinger is tall. He's 6'3", 6'4". Pretty hard to overthrow him, but he did.
Fouls on number 31, Parker Bogar. A pushable there. You know.
Very clean first half there. One team foul for each team. 4.5 minutes left to go in this first half.
Hillman kicks it down to Cummins. Cummins looking, can't find anything. He's gonna find Hillman again. It's gonna be intercepted there by Rylan Gomez. Gomez. No numbers down for the Bengals, but he's gonna go up and take it himself. Wow.
Yeah, when he hesitated there, I thought he was gonna wait for his teammates to go and help him out, but he decided 2-on-1 is good enough for him, and he takes it himself, and he gets a stop on defense.
That pass is gonna be overthrown again. So Bogart was the intended receiver there. Now, I wouldn't say that one looked a little Mahomey.
No, we're not gonna go there. Double team there for the Bengals at half court, unsuccessful.
And that was Cummins trying to find number 15, Avendroth, but it's gonna be a little turnover there as that's Bogart now. Bogart kicks it right back to Fisher. Fisher kicks it right back out to Walker. Walker looking, can't find anything. Right back to Fisher for 3. Oh, I was gonna say it there, Asher.
Yeah, that would have been good. That was great offensive movement by Walker, able to draw 2 defenders towards him for an open Fisher, unable to connect that 3.
Izzo finds Hillman top of the key. Now that's number 3, Breeze. Breeze looking, can't find anything. Now Abendroth right back to intended there for number 5, Cummings, and that's going to be an over in the back.
That was great defense there. A little miscommunication on that Moscow offense, resulting in a turnover. And when you're down like this against this good Bengal team, you can't really afford those costly turnovers.
He might have been yelling sub, I think.
Sub in, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, couldn't really hear. He was pretty quiet. And a good 3 by Fisher at the top of the key. Missed his first one, but able to connect on his second. Good shooters, keep on shooting.
Cummins looking, can't find anything. Now he's going to dish it off and contact there, but no foul called. And now they're going to call a travel. I am surprised there was not a foul there. Looks a little.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't have a really good angle. That bench was kind of in my way. A travel called there.
Might have been a push. Who knows? But we continue play now. 2:55 left to go here in this first half.
You know, I like the mentality of let him play. They say that a lot in football, but I think it really applies to basketball too. Unless it's a super obvious call, I say let him play. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I like it when they're able to just go up like that inside the paint and just go up and there's contact and they're not going to call foul because that's part of the game. You know, I mean, how good is just sticking your hand straight up?
Yeah, Hepburn with the made 2, and he probably hates me saying this, but his older brother, Cruz Hepburn, played LC basketball, but he then committed to the University of Idaho for football. So switching sports there, he's going to be electric for the Vandals.
Did you mean baseball?
Yeah, no, he played LC baseball. Did I say basketball?
Yeah, you did say basketball. It's okay. We're commentating basketball right now. It's okay. Understandable, but yeah, best of luck to him with his future career at U of I.
But Blaze making a name for himself. Yeah, a big shoes to fill with Cruz being his brother, but he has done a great job of filling them, getting good minutes as a freshman on varsity. Pretty rare for that to happen.
Bramlett trying to find something. He kicks it right down to Fisher. Fisher going to drive in and no good. Tipped up there. That's now Wilson taking it down. No numbers down for him though, as he's just going to reset it. He might try to find an open lane and no good. Goes up with it himself and no good. Williams, with the offensive rebound, and now he will be fouled.
Yeah, Lewiston doing a great job of having that packed defense, not allowing the ball to get in the paint for an easy 2.
Williams, a 6'5" senior for the Bears. He'll be sent to the line. Fouls number 14.
Royce Fisher.
There we go. I knew his name, but the roster says number 10 for him, so.
And Royce Fisher's mom, Julie Fisher, is the head coach of the girls team, her first year in this Bengal program.
And it's going to be a no rim violation there, and we will continue play now as that's Hepburn under the hoop to take it out for the Bengals. Bramlett taking it down now as he's going to try to find something. Looking, can't find anything. Kicks it right to Hottinger, top of the key. Hottinger going to drive in. Right out to Hepburn for a 3. Got it.
Yeah, Hepburn really finding his groove here. The freshman, as I've mentioned, able to knock down a couple threes and a couple big-time buckets for this freshman.
Yeah, and the gameplay we've seen from him so far, he's got a bright future here at LHS.
And who has a bright play now is Gomez, able to get countless stops on defense and turn them into offensive points.
Just under a minute here left to go here in the first half as that's Hepburn goes up with it again and no good. Rebound by Reed. Reed might have a fast break here. Hottinger's down there, kicks it out to Hillman. Near side corner, got it, swish.
Yeah, Moscow has got a big offensive drought, but able to cut it there with that 3-pointer in the corner.
Bramlett. Guarded there closely by.
Roughly 4 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Have to get a shot off.
Alm having to yell timeout twice, but now he gets it. He will take a full timeout. So maybe, no, shot clock will stay. Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, let's give you a little score update of the College Football National Championship.
Yeah, still on the last score that I told you, 13-20 in favor of Michigan. But Washington with the ball is 1st and 10 on the Michigan 35. So they're definitely had a chance to score here. 11:40 left to go in that game. Looks to be like a thriller. I haven't watched it as a video, but I've kind of seen the score go on, and they've been really firing back to back. And so it should be a very close one.
Yeah, maybe we could pull up the live feed and give you guys a play-by-play coverage of that game, but
You do play-by-play of basketball, I'll do play-by-play of football. I'm sure viewers would love that.
it could work out. Plug the Chromebook into the TriCaster. Didn't know that's what we used to bring you all this amazing stream. Ran by Brandon Holderbaum.
Yeah, big shout out to you guys in the trailer. I know we gave you a shout out the last game. The girls, yeah, doing a fantastic job. Brand new equipment, very little hiccups. Very impressive there on that media team. As Bogar's 3 is up.
Got it! Bogar has, I have not been able to say got it for Parker Bogart the whole entire Vista Holiday Tournament.
I'm surprised you didn't say bangarang right there.
Okay. But let me tell you something. I even told Parker Bogart this himself. I was like, Parker, I did not get to say bangarang to your name once. And he understood that, and maybe that's why he made that 3, because of my motivation.
But definitely had Wesley in his mind when he shot that shot, and that is why it is good.
All right, that's the end of your first half. 38-21 your score so far. 3. We'll be right back for the second half. And we're back. After a little halftime break there, and we're back for second half action. Just 16 minutes left of ball game left to go here.
And a 17-point lead for the Bengals. It really feels like it's a lot closer game between these two teams. Both of them really keeping close match together, it feels like. With 17-point lead, pretty dominant performance for the Bengals.
And here we go now. Walker dishes to Bramlett. Now back to Gomez. Gomez finds Ottinger. He thought about going up with it. Kicks it right at the Torpy for the three. No good. Might have been better off going up with it there, but it was a good shot.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that shot, that decision from Ottinger. Passing off a good shot for a great one. That was a good decision by him.
Reed, right out to Hillman. Top of the key, three. Got it, man.
I think we would have known what Parker would have said there.
We would indeed. Torpy kicks it down to Walker. Walker at the free throw line. Can't find anything. Now back to Bramlett. Bramlett going to drive in. Goes up with it himself and will be fouled. I took my jacket off for 1 second and already cold. Starting to get a little toasty. I think it was because Parker Bogar made that three.
Warming up this gym, I guess.
You know, some things you say just they don't come out right, and so you know it's okay.
Anyways, Bramlett's first shot was good, and his second shot sinks in as well. Bengals with the full man press here.
Reed takes it down, and he will be fouled. Fouls number 2, Jordan Bramlett.
And a little update between the Washington-Michigan game. Michigan scored again, so that puts Washington at 13 and Michigan at 27. Kind of 6 minutes 30 left. Kind of looks like Michigan is pulling away with this.
Intercepted there by Gomez. Gomez going to go up with himself and good for 2. Make it 42-24 your score so right now.
And that puts Gomez at 11 points. Very dominant performance in the paint. None of them coming from threes. It's just twos and free throws. And the kick ball is going to be called.
And here we go now, the Bears. Hillman under the hoop, take it out for the Bears. Hillman looking, can't find anyone looking. Still can't find anyone. Little bounce pass to Williams. Is that now trying to find Wilson, and intercepted there by Bramlett. Bramlett now going to go up at the end, no good.
Tough interior defense by the Bears.
Hillman for 3 again. Got it.
Yeah, Hillman's red hot here at the start of this third quarter. Back-to-back deep three-pointers for Hillman.
Ottinger. Looking. Gonna go up to himself. Late jumper and no good. Rebound there by number 15. Abendroth. Grant Abendroth kicks it right out to Reed. Far side corner up for 3 and no good. Would have been a big 3 there. But nothing doing now. Bramlett. Bounce pass to Walker. Now Ottinger outside the perimeter. Bounce pass to Gomez. He's gonna go up and rejected there by Hillman.
Good interior defense by Hillman, making plays on both offense and defense, as Torpy's 3 is no good in the corner. Offensive rebound by Ottinger.
Walker for 3 now, no good. A lot of shots up there, but nothing doing.
Yeah, both offenses really urgent to score here, kind of pushing the ball, forcing some bad shots. I'd like to see him slowing down as Hillman is doing right here.
Hillman handoff to Wilson now. Wilson trying to find something. He can't find anyone. But now it's going to be tipped up there, and Walker finds it. Walker kicks it right out to Bramlett. Bramlett right back to Ottinger. Now Torpy, far side corner. Torpy kicks it right back to Walker. Walker now to Bramlett. Bramlett going to drive and take it himself up and will be fouled. I think his biggest skill, Bramlett, is drawing fouls.
Yeah, for sure.
I almost every time he drives in, he's getting fouled, and it's to me it's insane. But I mean, that's incredible for the Bengals.
Yeah, he's just so quick and crafty. The defense for Moscow doesn't know what to do, and before they know it, they have already fouled.
First shot up and good. Coming in for the Bengals, number 44, Blaze Hepburn. In for number 24, Dre Torpy. And in for theirs, number 35, Andrew Hurley. In for, I believe, that's number 25, Reed.
And Royce Fisher checks into the game for Jordan Bramlett.
Hillman under the hoop, taking him out. Trying to find something, can't find anything. Now he's going to kick it right to Hurley. Hurley guarded there by Fisher. Hurley still has the ball as he's going to now bounce past it to Hillman, and a little reset here for the Moscow Bears. Hillman, fadeaway three and good.
That was quite the shot by Hillman. He's really feeling himself with 3 threes here in this third quarter. Find themselves just down by 14, excuse me.
Fisher went for the three ball there and no good. Rebound by Cody Wilson. Wilson now at Hottinger's. That's going to now be Walker as he's going to figure out that he has no numbers now. Hand off to Hepburn though. Hepburn's going to drive in. No foul called though. Walker, three, no good. Lost my voice there. Wow.
Intense basketball here in this third quarter. Moscow with some early momentum here in the third, looking to continue that if they want to eat at this Lewiston lead.
That's Hurley, bounce pass to Williams. Williams trying to find something, kicks it out to Hillman. Hillman loses his dribble a bit there, and it will go Bengal way.
Great defensive possession, great perimeter defense by the Bengals there. Able to get fiery hands, poke it free, out of bounds on Moscow to be Lewiston ball.
Here we go now. Walker, hand off to Gomez. Gomez, now to Fisher. Fisher, bounce pass to Hottinger. Now to Hepburn, top of the key. Now to Gomez. No good.
Gomez trying to be a little versatile there, but unable to connect on that three. His first attempt from the three-point range tonight.
Hillman dishes to Williams. Williams back to Hillman. Hillman loses the dribble, and that's Fish now. Fisher.
His nickname's Fish. I kind of like nicknames.
I just accidentally said Fish. I don't know why I said that, but Fish with the three now and no good. I think that's going to be the end of me saying Fish.
It rolls off the tongue a lot easier though. Adding the with Fisher. I don't know.
It's a mystery there. That will go to the Bengals. Bramlett now in for the Bengals.
In for Walker there.
Brooks Small calling out the play here. As we saw, he's probably one of the more talked about coaches.
Yeah, he's fiery, he's young, he's new, and yeah, he definitely does get talked about a lot.
I think that's one thing whenever we had a boys varsity game for the Bengals, we somehow always found a way to talk about Brooks Small.
Yeah, he's definitely a good coach, really turning this program around, getting some good wins. And especially when Lewiston's gonna stay at 5A, and other schools are gonna go to 6A next year, Bengals most likely are gonna have some more success next year.
Yeah, so here we go, a little floater there to Gomez, as that's now back to Hottinger. Good pass there, and good for two.
Able to extend that Bengal lead to 16. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this third.
Hillman. It's going to be a carry on Hillman.
Kind of an uncharacteristic turnover by Hillman there. He's been turning it up in this third quarter, and that momentum seems to be stopping for him.
Just 2:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Bramlett taking it down for the Bengals. Bramlett. Fish now to Gomez, top of the key. Now to Bramlett. Bramlett loses the dribble there. That's going to be a turnover. Bounce pass to Hillman. Great defense there by number 10, Tyson Izzo. Bethel in the far side corner for a three. The whistle, what are they going to call?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what the call was there, but
Maybe a mistake whistle. I'm not quite sure either.
But either way, we continue play here. So here we go now. Hottinger top of the key. Now to Bramlett. Bramlett kicks it now to Fisher. Fisher right back to Gomez. Gomez looking, can't find anything. He's going to drive in, and no contact. There's contact, and there will be a block foul called.
Yeah, Moscow fans not liking that one. See a replay there.
Could we get another? No. Didn't really have a chance to look at that replay. Oh, there's a towel. Can we? Any chance? Trailer? Trailer? Here we go. Here we go. Here's a good look. I'm not. What are you seeing on that?
His feet were planted there. It was kind of just like a boom, boom play, and that trip by number 15, Abendroth, kind of caused Gomez to fall. And I do agree with that call.
And we'd like to give a shout out to our trailer people. You know, we put them on the spot sometimes.
Well, and that was our first multi-replay play. I think that we ran as Gomez is able to connect his second.
Yeah, I know we put you guys on the spot a lot, but we appreciate everything you do to help this stream make possible. You're the reason it's even up right now. So thank you to everyone in there. Williams goes up with it, and now a foul is going to be called.
A couple wide open missed lanes for Moscow there, kind of uncharacteristic. I mean, that's a very high percentage shot, and the fact that they missed it twice is pretty rare.
That's Izzo going up with it, no good.
So 3 very high percentage shots made by Moscow and a carry by Bramlett there. So game kind of starting to slow down for the Bengals. They've been red hot in this third.
Hillman kicks it down out to Izzo. Izzo drives in. He's going to right back to Hillman, and a foul is going to be called.
And a little update for the national championship game. Michigan scores again, extending their lead 34-13 against the Washington Huskies. That game looks over to me.
Yeah, I'm getting vibes of last year, you know. Last year, a little bit of a disappointing game to watch, you know, but it is what it is.
It looked like it was going to be a shootout with Michigan scoring their first drive and the Huskies kind of able to answer, but yeah, Michigan definitely pulling away with that one as a whistle blown. Looks like a foul on Moscow.
So that will send Fisher to the line shooting too. So as we're on the topic about football, now I'm not going to bring up Patrick Mahomes here, but I would like to talk about the NFL playoff bracket.
Have you filled yours out?
No, I have not. I got the Chiefs going all the way, and that's not because I've been a Mahomes glazer. In the street. I do quote Mahomie a lot, but I'm a big Chiefs fan.
Yeah, so I filled out 2 brackets as I got a little voice crack there. And that first bracket I filled out, I had the Eagles winning.
What?
And then I had the 49ers winning the other one. I know the Eagles have had quite a slow streak at the end, but I think Justin Fields and the Eagles are going to kick it in when it matters the most.
Justin Fields on the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts, my bad. I'm more of a basketball guy.
So here we go now. 33 seconds left to go on the dot. That will be enough about football. Maybe a little bit more in between. We'll table this conversation until in between the third and fourth quarter.
We'll put a pin in it.
I do have the Chiefs going all the way, though, no doubt. Playoff Chiefs, unbeatable.
Bengals with no shot clock, they can waste it and get a last-second opportunity.
And maybe we'll see here. And Walker just sitting at the half-court line, just trying to find something and definitely trying to chew off some clock as they shoot it all the way down to 10 seconds left. Bogar kicks it out to Walker for three, no good. Rebound by Parker Bogar though. Bogar goes up with it, no good. Offensive rebound and at the buzzer. An and one at the buzzer.
A ton of offensive rebound allowed that last second opportunity to happen, and that was an and one. So Rylan Gomez got fouled on that shot. That'll be on number 0, Ian Hillman, as you can see on that replay. Got the arm of Gomez. In an and one opportunity, he does not convert.
So that is the end of your third quarter. And like I said, we would table the conversation. And let's go back to it. Why not? Let's go. All right. Here's my predictions. Okay. I have not filled out any sort of bracket yet, but you know, if we're going realistically, on the NFC side, I think the Niners have it all day.
I agree.
And, you know, I think the Chiefs, okay, they've been on the struggle bus a little bit.
A little, okay. It's a little understatement. I do admit Mahomes is a great quarterback, but that receiving core is just not there.
I will agree with that.
Passes they have,
But
most in the NFL, I mean, you can't run a good offense with those receivers.
All we need is a little chemistry, and it's there. So I'm going with a 20-20 rematch. The 49ers versus the Chiefs. That's my prediction.
All right, well, we'll see.
Even though the Ravens solid, but I really think playoff Chiefs unbeatable. Here we go now, as that's now Hillman, and he loses it a little bit there, but nothing doing. Hillman looking, now finds Reed. Reed kicks it right at the number 23. Yeah, he's gonna drive it in, good for two. His first points of the game.
Great movement by that Moscow Bears team. They're staying in it, and they're not giving up.
Fisher gonna drive in, take it himself. Offensive rebound by Gomez, and good for two.
That put Gomez at 16 points tonight.
Could we see 20? I believe that foul.
Jordan Walker, I believe.
Yes, okay, there we go. I was looking for a number 4 on the court, because I know that's what I saw, but. Here we go now, Hillman on the hoop, take it out for the Bears. Hillman dishes it now to Reed. Reed kicks it right back to Wilson. Wilson now to number 23 for the Bears. Right back to Hillman. He loses it a little bit. He's just going to go with the 3-ball, and no good.
Yeah, when you lose possession like that, you don't really want to go up to a shot, whether it's a catch off a bad pass or you just weren't able to hand it cleanly. I want to see the statistic of a good pass, good catch in that shot compared to a bobbled pass and a shot.
Torpy drives in, and they're going to call a travel on Torpy. So he went up with the shot, good for two. But a travel will be called. Reed getting pressured by Gomez and Torpy, but that's going to find Hillman now. Hillman looking, can't find anything.
Not sure what the call was there.
10-second violation.
Oh, yeah, that's great for that Lewiston defense, able to get a lot of momentum there. Coaches love to see that.
I think Brooks Baum was counting on that one. I saw him go up and put 10 up, and I think they called it. So here we go now. Bogar right back out to Walker now. Walker takes it to Torpy. Torpy going to drive in, take it himself again, and a good for two. So he's just going to get revenge on his travel call.
Extends that Bengal lead to 20.
That's number 13. Right, he's going to drive in and have a foul. Fouls on number 4. Jordan Walker. Excuse me. And Lots of subs coming in, but not yet. That's going to be number 2, Jordan Bramlett. Number 3, Drew Aldridge. Number 44, Blaze Hepburn. Now they will come in.
Bogart, Fisher, and Walker are going to take a seat.
Snaps down Hillman on the hoop. Mounts pass there to Reed. Reed can't find anything. Just going to hand it off there to Fry. Fry drives in. He's going to dish it up, and no good. And maybe for the Bengals, definitely might want to milk that shot clock, as you would say.
Yep. Yeah, definitely waste that time off the shot clock. But if you can get a good chance opportunity, there's still plenty of time in this game. Why not take it?
Just 18 left to go on the shot clock, as Bramlett's going to drive up and take it himself, and good for 2.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, we say this time and time again, Jordan Bramlett able to create plays for himself, create separation, and score.
That's Wilson had an open lane, but no good. 5:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. These Bengals going to reset it. That's Gomez, top of the key. Bounce pass to Bramlett. He's going to go up with it and foul it in and 1.
Yeah, that was great vision by Gomez. A great decision by Bramlett, for getting that backdoor cut and 1 there.
Substitution coming in for the Bears. Number 3, J.P. Brees, in for number 25, Brayson Reed. Bramlett, first shot. No good. Offensive rebound. Aldridge, though. Bramlett's going to go up with 3 and got it. Man. So that's a 5-point possession for Bramlett.
Yeah. That puts Bramlett at 17, so now he's the team's leading scorer.
And here we go now. Gomez dishes it out, back out to Hepburn. Hepburn now to Torpy. Torpy kicks it out to Hepburn, near side corner 3, no good. Rebound there by number 1, Cody Wilson. Deep pass there to Breeze. Is Breeze going to drive in, take it up himself, and good for 2. Bramlett, bounce pass to Gomez. Gomez just now to Hepburn. Now Bramlett for 3, no good.
That was a heat check from Bramlett there, unable to connect.
I'm not sure what the call was there, but
That foul was on number 13, Keaton Fry of the Bears.
and here we go now. Torpy under the hoop, dishes it to Hottinger at the free throw line. Now back to Torpy. Torpy now back to Hottinger. Hottinger now to Bramlett. Bramlett far side corner drives in under the hoop and no good for 2. Offensive rebound though. He's going to go up and now a foul.
I do like Bramlett playing hard and attacking the rim, but you had a full shot clock there. I would like to see a little more offensive movement for the Bengals, wasting that shot clock.
You know, with just 4 minutes left to go here, 4:10. Probably around this point, I would say definitely start using up all your shot clock because there's really no worry on scoring right away or having a fast possession. So we'll see here.
You see a replay there of the foul.
Bramlett's second shot up and good.
Yeah, it looks like Bramlett's going to take a seat for the night, and Parker Bogart checks in.
Could see a bangerang.
We could.
Bethel taking it down for theirs. He's going to try to find someone. Kicks it right back to Breeze. Breeze going to go up with the 2. No good. A rebound by Hottinger. Here we go now. 3:55 left to go here in the 4th. Torpy near side corner drives in under the hoop and no good for 2. Offensive run though. I believe that's going to be an over the back.
Yeah, over the back call there by Drew Hottinger. And your final score for that national championship game is Washington 13, Michigan 34. They really came away with it in that second half. dominating the Huskies.
Is that what you expected, or did you expect maybe a different outcome or maybe a closer outcome?
I definitely expected a closer outcome in a much higher scoring game, especially on that explosive offensive Husky team. But very low scoring game for the Huskies.
But overall, you had Michigan winning it.
I did.
Okay. Sure. Jeremy Yoder's ecstatic about that one. He's not here tonight. He's usually the shot clock guy.
Well, what do you think he's doing right now? I think
he is
watching the game and celebrating, jumping up and down.
He is definitely celebrating. Good win for the Big Ten. Love to see that. You know, Nebraska Cornhuskers Big Ten, so.
And Drew Hottinger looks like he's done for the night. Three minutes and some change left in this fourth quarter.
And that's now Breeze. Breeze going to drive and go up with it, and good for 2. Here we go now, Torpy. Kicks it now to Hepburn. Hepburn now to Aldridge. Aldridge kicks it. Tried to find Fisher, but that's going to get tipped up by Breeze. 2:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Lewiston here in this game.
Yeah, Lewiston definitely gaining control around the end of that third quarter, and now obviously in the fourth quarter, still in plenty control. That's Bogar now. Bogar kicks it out to Hepburn. Now back to Torpy. Torpy going to drive in, take it himself, and good for 2. Breeze kicks it now back out to number 13, Fry. Bethel for 3, got it!
And some big Bethel fans here, right behind us actually, showing their support.
Hepburn. Thought it up. Thought Parker was going to take the 3 there. Man.
Foul's going to be called on Moscow, number 23, Juan Siren.
Parker Bogar to the line, though. Now, if it may seem like I talk about Parker Bogar, me and Asher are pretty good friends with Parker. We're all in the same grade, so.
Great guy on and off the court, you know.
But yeah, me and Parker get along pretty well. We all have class tomorrow morning, so. That's good for 2, and that was number 13, I believe. Yes, Keaton Fry. Walker kicks it to Bogar, but it gets intercepted there by 23.
Yeah, he definitely walked with it.
Yeah.
So a couple more possessions if unless Moscow decides to get up tempo, will end the game. Lewiston with a very commanding lead against this Moscow team.
Walker gives it to Bogar. Bogar now to Torpy. Bengals still on the gas pedal.
And an offensive foul called on Dre Torpy.
I believe our trailer's a bit behind.
Yeah,
we covered that already, guys.
and what they were saying is that they were just making sure that we knew that Michigan won. But yeah, I mean, we said that like, what, over 5 minutes ago?
That's a bounce pass there intended for number 23 and gets intercepted. Now Aldridge kicks it to Torpy. Torpy gonna go up with it and fouled.
And I was thinking Moscow was the team that was going to go up tempo, but this Lewiston offense not getting off the gas pedal.
Kind of surprised there, but I would expect them to just kind of just lock it down almost. So getting a look at that shot.
But I mean, with the shot clock implanted, I do like that they don't take every possession so long. Well, they can't, and that kind of just forces teams to, you know, get a shot up when there's not a shot clock. And I really like this implement of the shot clock.
So here we go now. Bethel taking it down, intercepted by Bogar. Bogar goes up and bang-a-rang! Got it for 2. Now, if he shoots a 3 and makes it, I wasted the bangerang on that. But
I don't think there's going to be another shot for the Bengals.
that's now 23. He's going to go up and good.
Oh, there's 4 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Make that 2.
Torpy goes up with it and good. So,
And it looked like head coach Burke's mom kind of wanted them to use that shot clock a little more. But now I think I can say with confidence that next Lewiston possession will be dribbled out.
ball will go out of bounds. Stop the clock with just 15.3 seconds left to go here. So, great ball game played by both teams. This will be a Bengal victory here.
Yeah, that Moscow offense really came alive at halftime, but they were unable to come back on that strong Bengal lead. So that's going to be your final score. Lewiston 74, Moscow 48. Thank you for joining us on this Monday night. Thank you for watching us over the national football game. That really means a lot to us. And yeah, we just appreciate all of our viewers.
All right, that'll do it here tonight. Your final score, 74-48. Thank you, everyone, for coming along, as Asher said. And we will see you this Friday for some more action.
I believe it's another doubleheader.
And a little highlight reel. And that'll be all from me and Asher, so we'll see you Friday.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.